Good morning and welcome to the sixth of our Thy Kingdom Come prayer reflections. And we're looking at our 2 Chronicles passage, chapter 7, verses 14 and 15, which says this: If my people, who are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now my eyes will be open and my ears attentive to the prayers offered in this place. And what we're looking at is, after yesterday's I will hear from heaven, this bit that says, and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. And so what we're doing today is we are asking for God's healing or blessing on aspects of our land, aspects of our church, our society, our world. What is it that we want God's healing, God's blessing, God's hope to be spoken into? So what you'll need for today is a piece of paper, a pen, some scissors and a bowl of water. And what you need to do is you need to cut a square of your paper. So it doesn't have to be exactly a square. I mean, it doesn't have to be neat, it doesn't have to be tidy. It can be rough as anything, it doesn't matter because you're going to be chopping that bit off. And then what you do is you fold it in half. And you fold it in half again. The only thing that the square has to do is be able to fit and float on the top of the water, so be able to go into the water. You don't want like a massive piece for a small bowl. So you fold it in half again, and then with this corner, the bottom corner that you folded from there, you fold it into a triangle. Again, doesn't have to be neat and tidy, just rough, doesn't matter. And then what you do is you cut, and the important thing is to cut down deep in the centre there. And you come up again and round. So you cut a heart shape there, but the important thing is this nice deep cut there. So it's a heart shape showing God's love on that aspect, but you've got to make sure that heart goes nice and deep. And then you unfold it out and you should have some sort of flower shape. And then what you do is you get your pen, and in the centre of that flower, you write what aspect of society or anything that you want God's healing touch on. Now that doesn't have to be physical healing, that can be anything, as I was saying earlier about blessing, God's care, God's love on. And for me, I'm going to write families in here. Because this time of lockdown for some families will have been a wonderful time of blessing and of being together, but it can also be a time where people have struggled, and I've been struck by a few news reports of just a few things which have hinted, sort of reading between the lines, of families struggling as they are there together in that pressurised situation with all this stress around. So I'm asking God to bless families while doing this. And so you take that, you write down on there, and then you start at one point and just fold those petals down. Go round the circle, just folding each petal in turn. Until you're left with a closed flower shape like that. And then you get your bowl, and I'll have to tilt the camera over. So you can see over onto the bowl there. And you just very gently place that flower into the centre of the water. And through capillary action, the flower opens up. And to me, that act is asking God's blessing, asking God's healing touch, asking God's presence to be with whatever it is you wrote in there. It could also be something that you want God to forgive. So that passage, two parts: forgive their sins and heal their land. So whatever it is that you want to bring before God, just place it in the centre of that flower and see as God turns that into open beauty. So I hope you have a lovely, blessed day.